I'm going to show you one of the formulas in Excel that I use the very most for doing my job as a health actuary. It's the SUMIFS formula. So I have this data drop here, and it has year mo, so that's the year and then the month. So this would be January of 2022. I have broad categories of service. See my video on that if you have questions about that. And I have some providers we're calling A, B, and C, and we have the amount of dollars that were paid to each of these providers during that specific year mo for that broad category of service. So I want to look at the 2022 inpatient and outpatient total paid by each provider. And so the way that I'm going to do that is using a SUMIFS formula. So I type in equals SUMIFS, and then I select the range which I want to total. So that's going to be the paid range. I'm going to hit F4 to anchor it. And then I'm going to sum that if the category of service, which I anchor, is equal to, and I'm just going to type in a filler in here right now, A1. And then if the provider, we're going to anchor that, is equal to, and once again, I'm going to type a filler in here, A1. Close the parentheses, hit enter. So now what I can do is I can actually go through and make sure that I'm referencing the correct cells. So first was my category of service. So I'm going to change that A1 to be A7. And I want to make sure that it always stays in the A column. So I'm going to hit F4 until I get a $ just by the A. And then for this next one, the next one where it says A1, that was for the provider. So I am going to hit B6, and then I want to make sure that it stays in row 6. So I hit F4 until it's just the 6, and I hit enter, and now I have my dollar amount coming through. So I can just copy that, and I'm going to use paste special so I don't accidentally bring any borders over that I don't want, and give myself a little bit more space on these. You can also do a SUMIF formula, and with the SUMIF formula, you can only have one criteria range. For this one, you can have as many criteria ranges as you want. I like to use the SUMIFs even if there's only one criteria range, because that way the syntax is the same. If you just use SUMIF, it changes the syntax up and it can get confusing when you're trying to review. Let me know your favorite Excel function. Like and subscribe.